I also think though, if someone was being racist and the other person was being the stereotype, I think they deserve it.
Yeah.
Bart gets in a car accident, you best believe I'm gonna call him a Chinese driver.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I deserved it.
Welcome back to another problem-solving episode of Care for Boys. Today we have Erin and Jess with us.
Let's solve some problems.
All right, what do you do? What do you even do when you have two of your close friends and they don't like each other?
Oh,
that's easy.
What do you do about that? Is there anything?
I say deal with it.
We both have that.
Yeah?
In what way would you deal with
Yeah,
it?
how do you deal with it?
Don't bring them
Everybody is invited to everything, and if they have problems, then they can just figure it out. Exactly.
Because we're old enough to not have this nonsense.
Yeah, it's kind of like going to a quest party because everybody's dated everybody or somebody has a thing with somebody.
Yeah, it's at the quest party. How many exes can we find?
And if you have an issue, don't come or deal with it.
You gotta deal with it. Yeah.
When I see your guys' party, I go, how do you guys have such a big group and you just don't have any drama?
It's just exes.
It's just it's common knowledge.
Put it
that,
away for the night.
It doesn't matter.
You're not allowed
If you're gonna have drama, then don't fucking come.
And you come knowing that somebody's gonna be there.
I mean, Eris has the game where like we count and see how many we.
Eris has like
find.
6 to 7 exes per party there.
Yeah. We literally will figure out how many.
And that's like real exes, not even just like people he's just been with.
Long-term relationships where like it didn't go well.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like like that's how I know you guys is through my ex, and I've been to more parties.
Her ex was there, yeah.
My ex was there at the last one, but I haven't. Yeah, I go to all the parties.
So do you try to do anything where you're like, hey, like, can't you guys figure it out? Or
I mean, maybe like when I was younger, but like not recently.
Then that's like that's your business.
Because it's also like then you're putting yourself in the middle of that, and you want to be respectful. So I always say I'm Switzerland.
What if you start being in the middle of it where they're like, I don't think you should go to her thing.
Then I think that we did a good job of like we don't really try to make an effort with that person.
It's like don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, if you're gonna talk shit about like my best friend, like if you're gonna talk shit about my best friend to me, like you should already know that like that's not chill.
But I've squashed beef with somebody at a Quest party too.
Really? Hey. Who's that?
Carrie.
You guys had? Oh yeah.
Carrie and I didn't talk for a while, and then I was like, well, that was like not cool of me to just ignore her for like 6 years, and then I was like, sorry, did that? That was mean. And yeah. 6 years later.
I remember being younger and then feeling like it's my responsibility to make all my friends like coexist.
Yeah.
But I think as I got older, I realized most people have their own bullshit, and no matter how much you try to like tape up the situation, if people are gonna fuck it up, they're gonna fuck it up, or if they're gonna make it better, they'll make it better.
Yeah.
So now I just like let everyone be. Everyone's an adult, they make their own decisions, and then I don't try to like bring people together anymore because it just never really works out good. But then
I think I usually like one person over the other and I side with them.
That's honest.
That's very honest. Yeah. That's
Because like I don't have two best friends that I like equally that don't like each other. Because birds of a feather, like we typically think the same and we'll squash things the same way.
What about just friends, not best friends?
No, just pals.
So like, we have my close like family group of friends that you just probably want to work shit out with, even if you have issues, right? And you have like friends that you like them and you want them around, but you're not too invested, and you have acquaintances, right? So for friends, they're very disposable.
Okay.
I think at my age, I mean like
Joe's like, I'll dispose of both of them, easy.
Yeah. Literally, if in that friend zone, there's two people that don't like each other, they're doing this shit, then I would just stop hanging out with both of them, because I have my main group of friends that I don't have much time to.
You want to be worried about negative shit. Yeah, exactly.
And in this friend zone area, I think it's like the less you are a burden to me, the more I want to invest in you, and then you might be able to surpass and get into this zone.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like when you're in your 20s, you have so much time that I think that's what you're supposed to do, is spend hella time and develop that like core group.
True. Yeah. What about you, man?
Well, I cut hair, so sometimes I'll be booking clients pretty close to each other, and I don't realize they don't like each other.
Oh yeah.
Wait, get out, really?
Yeah, because he cuts a lot of people in the stunt world.
Yeah, and
I'll be cutting hair, and then I book someone for 2 o'clock and someone for 3.
They're coming to you, or you're going to
me. No, they're coming to me, and then
It's like stunt guys that be beefing.
I don't know. But I don't know, you know, I'm not specific. I don't want to say specific. You know what I mean? It's 2 o'clock. They arrive at 2:55. They walk in and they just both. They just go look at each other.
You see the two stare down.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, what's up, dog? And they're just like, yo, what up, what up? They're all super like, you know, it's, what up, what up, what up? And I'm just like, oh, okay.
Oh.
Hey, I'm just like, oh, I fucked up. I should have.
They don't talk about it in the chair?
No, after.
Oh, yeah, what do you say after?
Well, the one I cut, they're gone already. So
Yeah,
they
yeah,
just
yeah.
go, what up, dog? And they walk away, right? But the second one was like, man, I don't really like that guy. I didn't like him. I was just like, oh, fuck, man, my bad, bro. But at least I made them say what up.
It's also not your responsibility to make sure all the clients are cool with each other.
I'm just here for your pocket and your stories. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, they never had the chance to go talk about it. But at least they came by and shook hands and said, what's up?
Yeah.
Because that shows me respect on my end too. It's just like, hey, you're not gonna start shit or even be a child about it, right? Or be a child about it around me. Yeah. They're just gonna show respect and respect me, and I'm gonna cut your guys' hair, and that was it. But I noticed I ran into a lot of those things. Or if I'm doing house calls and I say, yo, everyone meet at that house, someone would say, oh, I don't think I'm that cool with that guy at all.
Oh, interesting.
So is it okay if I pay you extra to come to my house after? And I'm just like, of course, you pay me extra. You know what I mean? But
you know what I don't like is having to keep up with appearances. Like, you guys don't really like each other, and then like there's bad group dynamics, but for the business or whatever, people have to just like.
I hate that.
I fucking hate it so much.
yeah,
Because some people like that go above and beyond, and you know they don't like each other, but then they act like besties in front of camera and shit, and you're just like, I actually judge them even more after they do that. Because I'm like, you don't have to act like you love each other. If you don't like each other, you just don't like each other. You don't have to do the extra of like pretending that you guys are besties. Like that's the shit that I'm like, what the fuck is that for?
yeah.
And then you're like, are you talking shit about me behind my back too? Like, are we?
It's weird. Yeah. Well, like I would clearly know that they don't like each other, but like for business purposes or whatever it is, now they're just locked in. Cause like in our world, you know, like there's so much like dysfunctional marriages and whatever, but then like on camera they have to keep it up because now that's their livelihood.
Right.
And I seen so much of that
That's
shit.
like most married vloggers, how they end up like telling you later, oh, for years it wasn't working. Yeah.
I like hearing about your favorite shows and like when they're done and then you hear that like they really
Every show.
hated each other and I'm like, oh,
Every
y'all
show.
were like canoodling on the show and you just wanted to murder each other too?
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes me respect their acting more.
Yes.
I'm
yeah.
like, wow, that was
I
crazy.
believe you were still in love with them and that guy just cheated on you and broke up with you and you got a divorce, but you are now smiling through that.
It's really
Like,
impressive.
yeah, mad respect.
But like the unnecessary like love showering, I don't know, maybe that's a weird.
Oh yeah, it looks like you're doing too much versus
yeah,
like just
yeah.
being cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I get it if you're like a cast of a film and you have to.
You just have to do it.
Sells it better
Yeah.
the more there's a bigger dynamic.
I get it. It's business.
At that level, there's
Yeah.
professionals at that shit.
They actually just hate each other.
But after that film's over, you can go back to being normal.
Yeah.
It's weird when they keep that whole thing up.
Yeah.
The interviews are.
Or like when there's nothing at stake, like that makes sense because your life is on stake, right? But I'm talking about people unnecessarily doing it.
Yeah.
And you're just like, why?
That's weird. Yeah, they're not. No one's
really
filming
weird.
you. You're just people.
No one, they're not making any money. Yeah.
I feel like that happens a lot at parties too, because there's always like, you're not like, I don't like everybody. Not everybody likes me either. But it's like, man, just people watching, and you always can tell. You're like, wow, those people hate each other. Yeah, it's like they hug and like.
That's why I really like David. Like, we have a close friend named David, and like if people go up to him like, yo, how come like you've been like saying stuff about me online? He'll just be like, cause I don't really like you. Like he's just straight up. Yeah, which is dope. You know, he makes it black and white where he stands. He's the same person online or offline. And I'm like, even when he says it, I'm like, oh shit.
Do people like believe it, or are they like, oh my god, you're so funny?
No, they go, oh my god, Then they won't
They
go
go
away.
cry.
Yeah.
He's like, here's a tissue.
I feel like most people,
Journal about it.
even if it's a fake treaty, that's
Yeah.
what they want. You know, they go, "Yo, why have you been saying all that stuff?" What they want to hear is, "Oh, dude, it's not that bad. Oh, you know, it's just
Yeah, they
business
want
or
the
whatever."
validation.
And then so they go, like, "Okay, cool." So in their mind, they know it's a fake treaty, but it feels good.
Yeah.
They don't expect someone to go, "It's just because I honestly don't like you, so I never want to hang out with you. I don't like watching your shit, and I don't want to see you ever again."
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh my god, that was so fucking real." They go away.
It's like I would like you to not exist.
How often are you face to face with that response? Like that's rare to even hear.
But I've seen David do it
like
many
it.
times.
Wow.
And he probably does it where like it doesn't even hurt your feelings. You're kind of like,
Cool.
He just
good.
knows who he is.
I respect
he
people
knows
who
who
don't
he
like people too.
Like that. It's really cool.
That's how you gotta do it.
Yep.
Like, earning respect from people is cool.
Well, what do you? I don't know why I added this in the original thing, but what do you do if your friends don't like each other over something racial?
What the
Oh, I've had that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm usually attracted to racist friends. You know, they're so fun. They're much more funnier. You know.
It's wild, like, just like being friends with somebody for years and then all of a sudden realizing that they're racist. And it's like,
you're like, what happened?
in like a public setting and just being like, you were there, and it was like, just like
So they didn't want to hang out with another one of your friends over.
one of our white friends said something shitty to one of our black friends.
Oh my.
Or she said it under her breath and didn't think that she heard, but then
Oh my god, I was there.
yeah, and they called her out, and she's like, I wouldn't do something like that, and I was like, you definitely did, my dude.
That's when you walk away. You're just like, fuck. I don't know. I don't know. Fucking
I was like, I'm gonna go on the side of the non-racist, I think, for this one, but
I also think, though, if someone was being racist and the other person was being the stereotype, I think they deserve it.
that's just being true. But they were.
yeah.
It was
If Bart
just so.
gets in a
It was
car
just so
accident-
unnecessary.
Yeah,
But yes,
exactly.
If Bart gets in a car accident, you best believe I'm gonna call him a Chinese driver.
Dude, I deserve
Yeah,
it.
you're not allowed, dude.
or a woman driver.
Or a woman driver? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, I was being a woman that day.
You were on your period.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy that they said it in the moment though. They got caught.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if it was my birthday or somebody else's birthday.
a sad
and I
birthday.
was like, yeah.
What did they say? You can't say it.
I'm not gonna repeat that. I'm not repeating that one.
We had a pretty big falling out, and this is like back in I want to say like 2007, 7 or 8. One of our friends who was Italian was no, he's Irish. He was calling our black friend the N-word.
What the fuck?
The black dude's like, what the fuck, word? How could you say that? And he goes, oh no, like, he goes, see how I have black hair? He's like, in Ireland they call me that.
What the fuck?
So?
And he was like,
He's like, so it's okay.
what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's how that works.
And then they ended up getting in a like an argument. So I was in the bathroom cutting someone's hair. And then I just heard all this yelling. And then like someone comes in the bathroom and they're like, yo, so-and-so's running around with a knife trying to stab him. And I was like, what the? This was in North Hollywood at the on Courtine. Yeah. And then so we ran out and literally the Irish dude's chasing the black dude around with a knife over that. And then they end up running out to the hallway.
Wait, the Irish guy is trying to stab the black guy because he said the N-word?
Because he pissed the black dude off. The black dude got mad back, and then he felt like he was
And then
gonna get beat up.
Ireland's like, nee,
So
nee,
the
nee.
island guy did that, and then they're running around the hallways of the apartment complex, and then with this other like all these people come out of their units to see what the fuck the noise is, and then the Irish guy started chasing them around, and then ran into his apartment because he lived on like downstairs, and then that's when it was me and Dietrich were there, and then that's when the guy was like he like locked his door, and his girlfriend was like, can you guys check on him? We're like, what the fuck? He's gonna fucking stab us.
Oh, check the Irish guy?
I think he's
That'd be funny if
okay.
you guys call the cops and the black guy's in trouble.
Well, that's what happened for sure.
Cops were already called, and the cops were on their way already. And then me and Dietrich were like, all right, fuck it, let's go check on him. And then we knocked on the door. We're like, hey, buddy, how's it going? And then he like opened the door and looked at us, and then he was like, hold on. And he like went to the sink and just like barfed. Yeah.
In the sink?
Yeah, I think he was like drunk, and then the
That's an Irish stereotype.
and the cops came and arrested him.
Good.
Yeah, they arrested him, and then that dude, that black homie, was no longer like friends with that whole like side.
Yeah. That's traumatizing.
Yeah, and then the girl.
We have a friendship, and I thought we had an understanding, and like some weird shit leaks out about you, how you feel about me. It's weird.
Yeah, and then the girl that was dating the Irish guy like stayed with him after that. So then the black dude was like, "What the fuck? Like you're gonna stay with that guy?" So she ended up like marrying him, and they were together for like years, and then he cheated on her over COVID. And they got a divorce barely now.
Do you think he tried to stab her too?
Back more.
No, I think it's funny, the crazy ass development of the story. But I ended up going to Ireland with him at some point.
That's hilarious.
Because I ended up teaching in Ireland like in like 2000, I don't know, like 16 or something.
So was his nickname in Ireland the N-word? Was it true? Was everyone calling him that?
Yo, so this is the crazy part.
But it's
Not to say that he was right, but I went to his actual like where he grew up.
Yeah.
And everyone called him that.
And they do call if you're darker skinned and you have black hair, they call you the equivalent of that.
Oh, how are you doing? And then N-word like that.
That Irish accent.
Yeah. And then they told me, like the people that he grew up with told me that. Yeah. They confirmed that to me. I was like,
Yeah, just the culture. It's the culture thing. At the
he
end.
just made a slip of the mind when he was drunk, and he thought that he was chumming it up with the guy, being like, "Hey, me and you are both this thing," and the guy was like, "No, we're not, dude."
That's crazy. Yeah, because their histories don't match up.
Not at all. It's not the same.
Yeah.
No.
He thought he was like building a bridge between them.
Hey, they call me that too.
Jesus.
So funny.
Freaking crazy.
Wild.
That's hilarious. A drunk, aggressive Irish guy. It's like the stereotype